Come on, Sean.
Every time you put me on the spot.
Come on, Sean. So we got the Mini Puft shoulder plushes.
Okay guys, we are back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2024 update. We are back from California, so I've not been here in a week. So there's some new additions that have now popped up. I want to see what's going on within the scare zones. We got new merchandise. It is good to be back. We also have some news about Wicked coming to Universal Studios. So on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights shirt of the day. We're gonna go back to HHN 23, right? The year of Resident Evil. This was a really cool shirt. This is a really expensive and hard to find shirt now, so don't buy counterfeit ones. Watch out on eBay. But on that note, let's roll the commercial.
That's right, we are, guys, and right now we're actually in Resident Evil, where it's very foggy over here, very creepy. We're in the middle of this popular game, and there's an epic battle going on. That's Jill, that's Leon. It's up to them to save Raccoon City, which has been taken over by the Umbrella Corporation and the T-Virus. It's zombified the city, so things like the liquor hanging up there over in the corner of the Raccoon Police Department are terrorizing the area, and that zombie there used to be a police officer. Jill, Leon, I really hope you guys can get him. So this haunted house is going to have a lot of key elements from the franchise. It's a mix of Resident Evil and Resident Evil 2. It's very detailed, it's very scary. I mean, zombies can eat your brains. I mean, I am scared. And, you know, just a lot of action here. One thing that I do want to mention is that there is a blog that is just introduced this year from Halloween Horror Nights. A very, very interesting blog. It has behind-the-scenes images that you're not going to see anywhere else except maybe on our show this morning. So coming up, we will visit some more haunted houses and bring you all of the scary thrills and all of the screams that you will experience if you come to Halloween Horror Nights, which opens tonight. For now, reporting live, Ricky Klaus, West 2 News.
Okay, welcome back. Let's head in. I've missed it. I've not been here in a week.
This is kind of sad. The Halloween Horror Nights is not illuminated. It's dark. They only have this.
Alright, so mission of the day, we're doing Unmasking the Horror tomorrow. So we gotta go through all the houses that we're gonna be going through tomorrow. Because this is Allison's first night. She's been traveling and then we've been all over the place. So this is her first time at HHN.
Alright, first house of the night, we're going to Monstruos.
Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna show you a clip from the Midsummer panel from last year of Murdy explaining the backstory behind the creatures. So you can understand what you're actually walking through. And then every time we go through the house throughout the season, we'll talk about a different creature. So the first one we're gonna talk about is this creature.
Tlahupuchi. Tlahupuchi. This is a character that comes from the Tlaxcala region of Mexico. And it's really interesting because it's a witch, but it's also a vampire. With any of these Latin American myths and legends, you know, they're all passed down orally for hundreds of years. In fact, Tlahupuchi, some people think the origins of this story go back to Aztec times. That's how old it is. But I'll give you the version that's the most common version, right? Because there are variations to the story. But in the most common version, anybody can be a Tlahupuchi. Could be you, could be you, could be you. You don't know when you're a little kid that you're a Tlahupuchi until you reach like puberty, and then things start to change, as they do. And you become aware that you are in fact a Tlahupuchi. You know, as late as the 1950s, there was a particular doctor in Mexico who was trying to figure out why the infant mortality rates were so high in this particular region where this story originates. And he noticed, he pulled all these death certificates and he was doing his research and he was studying, and he noticed that cause of death, all the parents were writing on it, Tlahupuchi, or witch. So that's what first brought the story to like larger attention. The last known execution of a Tlahupuchi was 1973. Monsters are real. But the most common one is a turkey vulture. And it flies to the house of its victim, sucks the blood out of them. It doesn't bite them like a vampire. It sucks the blood through the skin. And it leaves these telltale bruises and markings. Tlahupuchi is the first of our monsters.
All right, that was the best run through I've had. They're getting vicious. Again, it kind of takes a couple days or a couple weeks for the characters to kind of like get the groove of the scares, and that was a really good run through for Monstruos.
All right, next house we're heading off to right now is Triplets of Terror, HHN 33. Now, years in the past, they would have projections of the different trailers, but there's nothing right now.
Again, decent run through, right? The actors are kind of, you know, getting the groove and everything. A little fun little Easter egg for when you're first walking in. You're gonna see the house, right? The address is gonna be 3324, right? For HHN 33 and then HHN 2024. So there's a fun little Easter egg for that.
They're filming something for social media or commercial. for HHN. So we were confused why they didn't put any props here. Because in late October, Wicked is coming right here and also to Universal Studios Hollywood. So let's go over that real quick.
This October, Universal Destinations and Experiences, theme parks, Universal Studios Hollywood and Universal Studios Orlando Resort invite guests to defy gravity with a variety of all-new immersive experiences and exclusive merchandise inspired by Wicked. Universal Pictures' highly anticipated film in theaters November 22nd. The engaging Wicked experiences will differ at each of the destinations, are both designed to capture the imagination and spirit of the breathtaking world of Wicked, allowing guests to express their fandom through fashion and accessories while stepping into the story for the first time ever. Starting in late October, Universal Orlando Resort welcomes guests to Wicked, the Experience. Housed in the former location of the Universe store and adjacent retail locations, steps away from the front gate, where they will have unique opportunity to step into the fantastical land of Oz. This exclusive one-of-a-kind experience will whisk guests along the yellow brick road into a variety of iconic Wicked locations, from Shiz University to the Emerald City. Fanciful costumes and props created by the designers from the film will also be on display as guests become immersed in spectacular scenic and theming that will recreate some of the most memorable moments of the film. Also beginning in late October, Universal Studios Hollywood will transform its popular feature presentation store within the theme park, the Universe store at Universal City Walk Hollywood, into a memorable Wicked experience. Feature presentation will showcase props from the film. An exciting photo op will debut within the theme park and later in tandem with the film opening. Costumes will be displayed within Universal Cinemas, AMC Theater at Universal City Walk. Fantabulous themed dining will complete these exciting Wicked experiences at both theme park locations, as well as Voodoo Donuts and the Twosomes Chocolate Emporium and Savory Feast Kitchen at both Universal City Walk locations will feature the joy with the debut of limited time treats inspired by the world of Wicked.
All right, let's see if Surreal is out right now. All right, so we're on a mission right now. As you know, we have this poor tortured soul. They're holding a candy apple, right? So they're selling the Major Sweets candy apple over by the entrance of the Blumhouse Scare Zone. They've been selling out. Let's see if they have it. I hear Surreal. There's Surreal. How are you doing today, Surreal?
You intrigue me, human.
Oh, thank you.
So much darkness inside your mind.
Yes.
An admirer of this.
Yes.
You think you know so much of the sister of the supreme thing. I can show you how to harness the fear that exists behind your eyes. All you must do is pledge your allegiance to the realm of the sunny. My domain shivers with the screams that have been collected for 33 years. You are silly.
We got this poor tortured soul over here.
You know what this Scare Zone needs? Some victims. I feel like if you add some tortured souls in there, being chased by the monsters, it'd really add this really creepy vibe.
All right, let's go see some Swambies, see what they're up to. All right, we're heading back to Slaughter Cinema right now, but it is fogged up. You cannot see in front of you. I'm loving it. Like a little photo op for the Wild Robot. This is getting like amazing reviews. It's illuminated during the nighttime and it's holding a little duck if you look closely. They spent some good money on this photo op. I liked this photo op last time because you only saw Face Your Fears, but now we see all the Blumhouse advertisements. All right, we're heading into Slaughter Cinema 2 right now. It's currently a 50-minute wait.
Now, Slaughter Cinema, the first one, means a lot to me because that was like the moment. It was like Alice and I, we were on our second date, and you know when you know they're the one. Alice was like moonwalking in front of the house. I was like, ah, that's the girl.
And look where we are now, Slaughter Cinema 2.
Oh yes.
Are you ready to moonwalk in front of it?
Oh yes. This is where I first moonwalked for yes.
Here she goes. Here she goes. There she is. Oh, the skill.
So back in the old days, right off of, I think, the Lee Road exit in Orlando, Florida, there was a club, which I knew as a little kid I wasn't allowed to go into, but it was called the Booby Trap. And it looked exactly like those two buildings right there.
There it is. That's what it looked like. Jamil, this story all makes sense because there's mummy strippers in here.
Yeah, there's just nothing.
Yep. Yep. Because one day I just want to stand here and watch the entire presentation.
Restaurant in Orlando. Roadhouse.
The Mardi Gras Murders. Party to Trump.
Okay, great run through on Slaughter. I've noticed a bunch of different scares I didn't notice the first couple times I went through.
Oh, we just popped into Men in Black. $80. We have a new long sleeve shirt with that Little Boo design. On the sleeve, it's gonna say Little Boo. Then on the front, it'll say Halloween Horror Nights 2024. So it's gonna be kind of like a Spirit jersey, and they have the design on the back. For $17, we have a Little Boo glass. This almost looks like a candle holder. You know when you like go to church, you want to like pray for someone, and you like light a candle? It feels like they're always lit in something like this. So if you want to light a candle for your Gordon Savior, I guess you can do that. And then we have now also gotten the Little Boo popcorn bucket that they had in Hollywood. So bad news for the Wolfman. They brought him out for like one night for a meet and greet.
Oh my god. Wow. It's me. I'm so glad he's here.
It went terribly wrong. Everybody hated the costume. They were memeing it. And he's been removed.
HHN 365 says, now that the Wolfman is gone, HHN has the perfect opportunity to give the people what they want. David S. Pumpkins. And then also Darren Scott tweeted out this, new updates at HHN 33. Yeah, I don't think the Wolfman's coming back.
He was supposed to be on the Terror Tram in Hollywood. He's gone. And then here in Orlando, he's gone. So you just have this awkward stage because they've removed the meet and greet. No trespassing. There's nothing here worth dying for. Let's go see what's going on with the Want to Haunt bar back here. It looks like a ghost town. I don't know if this is even open. What is... This feels like I'm about to like walk backstage or something. Is this thing even open? Oh, it is open. Okay. It's the bar is open. Did not look open from far away. We're entering into the Blumhouse right now. Everybody's out there scaring everyone. So the Streetcar Snacks is where we're gonna be going and trying this food.
Okay, finally I get to try this. They sell it every night. So it's gonna be the poison apple, caramel mousse with an apple filling and strudel cake and a little gummy worm. Then you see Major Sweets as candy apple right in the Demon Queen scare zone. Oh. Well, the whole thing just fell off the stick, but I got a good bite of it. 7 out of 10. It's not overwhelming with the caramel flavors. It's more of like a subtle, very creamy mousse in there. Watch out, because it falls off the stick very easily. So then the next dessert is gonna be the Cyclops Cup, frozen peanut butter cup with a candy eyeball. I think it's falling apart too. All right, Cyclops Eye, decent. This is really hot, so like the peanut butter mousse in there is just like very soft and just falls apart really quick. It's not really hard and condensed like a Reese's peanut butter cup. Decent desserts, it's just they fall apart because the heat. As you can see, we're just dripping tonight. They're not bad, they just don't hold up very well with the heat.
Babyface is chasing after Tree right now. They're dancing with Megan right now. That's so good. Time to go visit the family, the Major Sweets family.
Oh,
joke of the day, joke of the day.
Oh man.
Come on, Sean.
Every time you put me on the spot.
Come on, Sean. Ah, you failed us all, Sean. You failed the family. Still buy all the goods here. They have bloody good deals. All right, so we're off to the tribute store now. We got the tribute store. The projection effect is not working right now. All right, we're heading into the tribute store now. Enter. They're supposed to have some new Ghostbusters merchandise. We got the Little Boo stuff. Oh, I see Slimer, that's new. $18, we have this little Slimer plush. He's a little heavy on the bottom. $15, they have a little, you know, ID holder. You have a little Slimer charm. right there. And then you're gonna have that same Ghostbusters design. And then I'll say Halloween Horror Nights 2024 on the inside. $20. They also have a new Ghostbusters mug, and they have Slimer on the back. This has popped up now. Spot the bat, snap a picture, report it, hide. It could be anywhere. Please filter out blurry photos. Brought to you by Kurt Supply. All right, so you scan it. We got the little idol right there. Tap to record and start. What's supposed to be happening? We're supposed to, oh, what is that? I'm very confused right now. There's a Mini Puff. There's Allison. Oh, there's Matilda right behind you, Allison. It's right behind you. So we got the Mini Puff shoulder plushes. They're now sold out. They'll be restocking on Tuesday. There's two different versions. These were originally Regal exclusives when Frozen Empire came out. Okay, little Mini Puffs. So we don't need any multiplying now. So we have an angry one and then a happy one. And then $18, we have a little S'mores little Mini Puff plush. It's not a shoulder plush though. And then if you come down here, we have a little 3D glassware wearing Mini Puff for $18. This is not a shoulder plush though. The jacket and button up have popped up. They've kind of covered up this journal entry. It's impossible to find. These are in the way now. So I think merch might need to move that. We have some more little Easter eggs over here. So over here, this is gonna say the secret snail. So in every single one of the houses this year, there's a snail that's hidden. Sometimes it's a spider, sometimes it's a little frog. This year is a snail. They've graffitied up the final subway car. 33 with a little birthday cake there. Looks like some hidden Mickeys though. Stand clear. Yeah. Por favor, like the monorail. And then thanks for coming. But we're exiting. They've added a couple little bit more details. Caution. They've added a little radio. And then another one of the little QR filters for Matilda to appear.
It is 2 in the morning and it's Insidious. Oh my God. Every time. So I'm screaming and cursing and I don't know how you guys keep doing it. Every single time you guys are going so hard and scaring the crap out of all of us. Allison was not ready. She was not prepared to walk through there.
You just did Insidious?
My tummy hurts. I don't like it like that. That was a really good house. They did a really good job.
All right, that is a wrap on Halloween Hornets. Let's go back to the office. We have some more HHN updates.
Who would have thought they'd have the tribute store cockroach projections all the way out here at City Walk?
Okay guys, we are back in the office. John Murdy just tweeted out a bunch of very interesting information about HHN Vegas and stuff. But first, I want to show you guys the little Mini Puff that we got. Here he is. There's two different versions. So here's the instructions. You'll put the little metal plate right under your shirt and then the little Mini Puff will just hang out with you. And then there's 3 little Mini Puffs right there. There he is. So these little Mini Puff, you know, little shoulder pals are selling out. So if you see them, buy them. I also did pick up, it expires in May 2025, so I have no idea what they put in this, but it's got little Mini Puffs all over it. All right, well, while I try to figure out this, let's talk about some Murdy tweets. John. So John Murdy did a little Q&A on Twitter and was responding to a bunch of people's questions. A lot of really interesting information. So this is what John said. So Ivan asked this, are you working or involved in any way with Universal Horror Unleashed, the year-round haunt at Vegas? Or do you know if never before IPs or ideas will be used there? Murdy does know about the project. He says, I shot some promotional videos for it, but not involved creatively. We should have some announcements, I think, earlier in 2025. And then there's another question to John. What house was the most challenging one to design this year? And John said, technically, A Quiet Place. Daniel then asks, is there any potential to collaborate with more music artists getting their own house? And John responds with, yeah, I'd say so. Whether it will happen or not, to be determined. So looks like maybe next year we will be getting another music house. One of the rumors for this year was actually Lady Gaga. So I wonder if he's alluding to that. And then Adam asked this, do you and other HHN teams around the world get to visit each other and check out each other's work during the season? John responds with, some do, I don't, because I have limited time. I can be outside Ireland annually. This is interesting because Universal Orlando creative go and visit Hollywood all the time. Like they were there for opening night, then they came back to Orlando. So there is time. I wonder when the last time John visited Orlando. And then someone asks, is the canceled Halloween 3 maze unlikely to ever happen now? John responds with, if such a thing ever existed, it's unlikely it will exist again. So it does look like they potentially were working on a Halloween maze at some point and something happened where they will never be having a Halloween maze. And then Aaron asks, how many treatments have you worked on so far for HHN 2025? John responds with 0. Okay, here it is. There's marshmallows falling off everywhere. You got the little Mini Puff design right there, $8. I have no idea what this is. Let's see how it is. There's like a Rice Krispie treat in there. There's quite the artificial aftertaste. It's like a birthday cake marshmallow Rice Krispie treat. I think kids will like it. I think adults, it's a little too artificial. I'm gonna do like a 6 out of 10. So guys, we have a lot coming up. More HHN updates with Masking the Horror tours to show for you guys. So guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I like the family!
Because I'm going to keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
No.